With us in studio, head coach DeMeco Ryans. Coach, congratulations. Good to see you. How's it going?
Thanks. Great to see you guys.
Yeah.
Going well. Always excited after a win.
All right, coming off the victory over the Kansas City Chiefs and heading into the Arizona game, back at home on Sunday at NRG Stadium. But let's review Sunday Night Football, Coach. Your defense was magnificent, and your offense did plenty in the game to get the job done ultimately.
Yeah, starting with outstanding defensive performance. One of the best I've seen, especially versus that quarterback. We guys did a really great job of playing excellent in coverage, like being where we needed to be, making the plays we needed to make. I thought Kamari, played an outstanding game. The play he made in the end zone to, bat the ball down, that was a huge play in the game. He gets an interception. He's showing up. He's tackling. He's just all over the place, playing reckless. In the interior, our D tackle, I think every time they ran the football, Tommy Togiai made a tackle. He had over 10 tackles. Like, it was an impressive job by him of just really playing stout, controlling the line of scrimmage. And then at the second level, just the linebackers again, Aziz, I throw Petrie in there, Henry, they were flying around. They were making plays. They were playing physical. The D-line, and although we didn't get a ton of sacks, I thought how we played Mahomes was exactly, the game plan, just playing smart around him, especially when he's scrambling on the sideline. Guys played really smart, didn't put ourselves in any bad spots there. So I'm just proud of the guys for executing the game plan the proper way.
Coach, when you see Aziz snatch that interception, I know I had the thought of, boy, there were two of them I know this year. Now, he talked about it in the postgame show saying I think they were up to 7 that he had in his hands and he couldn't hang on to. But when he snatches that one, it's literally right in front of our bench. When you see him make that pick, what are you thinking at that moment?
He caught it. Yes, he caught it. No, Aziz, my guy, man. I was really happy that he caught the ball. He's had a lot of tough ones,
close
right?
Ones.
A lot of close ones that he didn't come down with. So I was just excited for him and where he caught it, like knowing that our offense was in the plus territory already on their side. So I was definitely excited and fired up about that, and happy for Aziz to get it in that moment.
And a side note on him, an important one, Walter Payton Man of the Year Award nominee. He's the club award winner, Coach. What about that?
Yeah, it says a lot about, Aziz and the man that he is, underneath the helmet. He's such a outstanding young man, a guy who's in the community. He's all about helping kids. He's a guy who's always willing to share his story. He had a rough upbringing, but he was able to overcome, persevere, and be in a spot where he's an NFL player. And the one thing that he cares about most is reaching back out to young kids who could have or possibly in the same situation that he's in. And he wants to talk to them, let them know that, hey, whatever you're going through, you can overcome it. And he has such a great feel about just being able to be there for people. When we were trying to surprise him with the Walter Payton Man of the Year, he was doing a movie night event for the kids in our team auditorium, and we're waiting in the defensive auditorium. It's like, hey, it should be done by now. They said, the cameraman, their arms are getting tired. They're holding it. So it's like, they pop over. It's like, oh, well, Aziz is talking to every kid. He's making sure every person leaves with an autograph.
Coach, you talked about this at your inaugural press conference, how you want the guys to be better fathers, men, husbands, etc. And Aziz is a great example of that. You've had him for a long time under your tutelage, if you will. What about that part of it? It has to be very gratifying to see these guys grow.
And for sure, it's very gratifying to see, especially with Aziz. I've known him since 2019. He was an undrafted free agent rookie for me in San Francisco. And just to see where he started and how he's just matured over the years as a player and also off the field just as a leader. Like, to go from undrafted free agent rookie who's not playing much at all, and now here we fast forward to 2025 and you're a team captain, Walter Payton Man of the Year for the Houston Texans. That speaks well for itself. Like, he's grown so much, and you need anybody to talk to the team, give them a motivational message or whatever, or some wisdom, insight into life. Like, it's Aziz. And so he's the guy I always lean on, like, hey, I need you to talk to the guys about whatever it may be. Like, I know he's going to deliver the proper message at that time. I know he's going to say it probably better than I can say it. And he's very relatable in the locker room. The guys look up to him. And I'm just thankful we were able to get him here to Houston because he's been such an impact guy for our team.
Coach, I think when a team has a great defense the way that we do here, I think the thought is, oh, they're a bunch of bad dudes. Oh, man, these guys must be, terrors or whatever the case might be. And it's really not that. On the plane on the way home, I was cycling through everything, and social media is just going crazy. But I ended up seeing the interview with Melissa Stark after the game, and it was CJ, Aziz, and Jalen. And when they popped up the highlight and they wanted Jalen to talk about his interception, which is one of the great interceptions ever. The guy tips it, turns around after Kalen drills the receiver and makes a diving catch. And the first thing Jalen says is, that play happened because Aziz jumped in the opening window for the quarterback. For your players to look at the game that way, that it's not me, that guy made the play for me. What do you think that says about what you're building here, what you guys have been building here for a while, and the players that you have in the building already?
Oh, the guys understand the message. They understand the formula of what it takes to play great team defense, great team football. It's not about one guy, and I always will say that, and I always make sure the guys believe that. Like, it's never about one guy. Like, you made a play because of what someone else probably did on a particular play as well. So that speaks to Jalen making that comment about Aziz being there. And that was an exceptional play by Jalen. But everybody feeds off of each other. We talk about it all the time. We're going to be an elite defense. It's going to be about rush and coverage. It's going to be about D-line run game, D-line setting edges, forcing the ball back inside so the linebackers, the safeties can feel inside. So it's all about guys playing together, and we've played together so well. We just have to continue to do that, and we're doing great things as a defense.
Yeah.
Do you have to sell them on to a degree? Hey, you're going to get your numbers if you play the way you want them to play.
No
It'll
doubt.
happen. It's like basketball. You'll score points if you play this way.
No doubt about it. And you'll see sometimes when we do give up a play, somebody's pressing. Somebody's trying to do something that's not in line with the defense or what we were coaching the guys to do. Well, I thought I could make a play. Well, that's when we give up plays. So you just have to – I always talk about it all the time. You just have to play the defense the right way. Play the defense the right way. And what I mean by that is just all 11 guys, just be where you're supposed to be and just go as hard as you can possibly go. Play as physical as you can possibly play, and we're going to make plays. Everybody will have their opportunities, and you never know when the opportunity comes. But just be where you're supposed to be. Have your eyes in the right place. There are a ton of opportunities for everyone.
You just said it. You never know when your opportunity is going to come. Or more so, and the guy I'm about to ask you about, you never know when your opportunity is going to come back. And I talked to Dare last night after the game, and I think it's well known that first game against the Rams, he has that play at the end where he's trying to get extra yards. He gets punched out. At that point, man, where's your season going? What's going to happen? Woody starts to get a lot of carries. Nick is getting – and so Dare's not getting a lot of reps at running back. And yet, in what we arguably could say is the biggest win of the year, down on the 5-yard line, it's Dare Ogunbowale who finds his opportunity and takes advantage of that. Coach, what do you think that says about him seemingly as, a symbol of the way the team reacts, but Dare stepping up with that opportunity?
Yeah, it's such a great story. You go back to that first game, and when we were heading down to close the game out, like we throw the ball to Dare, in the flat, and, of course, he, the guy makes a great play on the football. He lets go. Now fast forward here. We're playing against the Chiefs on the road. Woody gets nicked up. Chubb gets nicked up. It's like Dare, let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, let's run it. There's the trust factor in all of our players that we as coaches have. Like, man, I believe in all these guys. That's why they're on our team. I believe in them. I trust Dare with whatever we're asking him to do. Like, I know he's going to come up for us. And that was such a huge play, huge moment for him. Happy for him to be able to get that moment there in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Coach, you mentioned Woody had the touchdown catch. 26 carries last night for 68 yards. I know you want more yards, but the willingness, the commitment to stick with it, keep hammering the ball. Don't turn it over. Keep going. Keep making some forward progress here. And it worked out at the end of the night.
Yeah, I think we talked about this like last week. It's like when things don't, the runs may not look great, but you still just have to stick with it. You have to stick with it. Force them to defend the runs. Force them to defend a variety of runs. And I thought like we did that. I felt like the number was 30. I think we ended up getting like 30 runs, and I always feel like that's the number. That's how you control a game. It's how you win that time possession battle versus KC, who's done a great job. That's what they do. Like they find a way to just get first downs and keep moving down the field, take calculated shots when they need to. And that was a good way for us, a good formula for us to kind of beat them at their own game.
Coach, I think people forget it's only CJ's second game back after missing the 3 games. What were the things that you liked when you went back and watched the film, and what do you think what are the things you think there could be improved upon going forward?
Yeah, the things I like for CJ is the movement, like the movement out of the pocket, escaping the pocket, keeping plays alive. I really liked him keeping his eyes downfield, making plays, especially some of the critical third downs he made to Higgins, Nico, Dalton. Like he made some really nice throws there. And also the next thing, probably I could have said this first, just some of the what I call the sack saver plays.
Yeah.
There's some of those plays where he's feeling that pressure, guys are on him, where in the past we've taken those sacks. He did a great job of just dirtying the football, getting rid of it, knowing, hey, they got us on this play. Let's not make a bad play worse. So great decisions by him there. And some improvements, I think there's some throws I think we could have back. I think we can make a better throw there to Nico so we can score on the first play. And we the first explosive where we run past the defender. But I think he'll just keep working into it, keep improving, making better throws. But overall, really great decision-making by him to not turn the ball over. That's always the most important thing. Didn't turn the ball over and made great decisions when bad things happen.
Coach, last week we asked you if it would help that you were there last year, December, January, used to the environment, accustomed to that. How much did it help as you look back now on the victory over the Chiefs?
I would like to think it helped a little bit for our guys of just understanding what that moment felt like the last time we were there. You know, being in that locker room for the playoff loss. I think looking at it from that lens, it was a lot of hurt feelings, you know, in that locker room. And, you know, of course, everybody did what they had to do to not let that happen again. And so I'm proud of the guys for handling themselves, handling the environment the right way, and going there and doing what we knew we were capable of doing.
Well, also last week, after beating the Colts, I felt like you were happy with the win, but you know there's a much higher ceiling. There's much more to go get. And I felt it last night again, that this is one to celebrate, but it's one of 17, and you got to keep going because the bigger ones are down the road, or maybe just this week.
Yeah, no, that's my mindset. I'm locked in, on what's ahead of us. I know what we're capable of doing as a team. I feel like we have a really special team. It's a good win. As I tell you guys, you should expect a win, right? We're not getting overly excited about who we beat because we beat. No, that's what you expect to do. And if you don't expect, I don't know what you're doing here. But that's my expectations. Every time we line up, we got to go out, execute, play great football, play team football, and we can go and beat any opponent. And so my eyes are forward. All right, I'm not going to get too high. I'm trying to stay as even keeled as possible and just lead this group as best I can.
Coach, I thought it was interesting walking out of the locker room. I saw Kamari on the phone, and I didn't know what it was until later, and I saw a video clip of Shady McCoy and Emmanuel Acho, and he's talking to him. And one of the questions that they asked him at the very end was essentially, so you guys are good now. I mean, you guys realize you're good and, whatever the case might be. And he's like, no, sir, we are not satisfied. We know that we've got more there. Like you just said, there's more there. With Kamari, it feels like there's even more there. The fact that he even played last night with that dealing with that foot issue and what he comes up with. I don't know if he was supposed to blitz on that one play. You don't have to say it, but he ends up forcing Mahomes into a bad throw. It just feels like his football IQ, his playmaking, what he sees, everything is just growing at such a rapid rate for him out on the field. And then his toughness is never questioned. Smarts are there. What do you think about what Kamari has been able to do even last night playing through that injured foot?
Yeah, it starts with the toughness. He's just one of the toughest guys I've been around. That's off the chart. He's dealing with the foot injury, and he's dealing with a lot of pain. A lot of people wouldn't know that by how he played, but he's dealing with pain. But I saw him walking. I was like, man, you going this week? It's like, Kalen was walking with him. He's like, oh, Coach, he doesn't have a choice. Yeah. He's playing, and that's his mindset. I know that's Kamari's mindset. Man, you talk about a physical corner. He made a ton of great tackles for us, playing behind the line of scrimmage, the blitz. Yeah, it was a call blitz. Supposed to be there.
Yeah, all right. Okay, good.
No, he made a great play there, hitting Mahomes. He's just all over the field, and I think the best redeeming trait about Kamari is, let's say, like, he gives up one pass on the sideline there. They're backed up. It's like he doesn't blink. He comes back the next play. He's chasing the tight end across the field like we're relentless. Ever you can't catch the football on him. He runs down deep. He comes back up. He sets the edge on the next play. Like, he's just so even keel. He's so in the moment. He has this next play mentality, and he's so locked in. And I think that confidence that he shows, like, you can't fluster him. No matter if you catch a ball on him or not, he comes back, he picks the ball off. Yeah. So he's a guy who just, can't be messed with. People keep trying him, and he keeps proving over and over again that he can make those plays.
I don't know if I should use the word underrated, but we've talked about so many plays from the game. Mm-hmm. But the ball he knocks away from Tyquan Thornton in the end zone, just playing through the hands, doing what he's coached, that's as big a play as there is in that game.
No, huge play, man. A lot of guys panic in that moment. I always try to teach coaches, like, how do you put your guys in those stressful positions? Like, when you're downfield, the ball is in the air. How can we train guys in those moments? Because we're going to want them to make the play. So train them in that moment, and for him to not panic in the moment. A lot of guys get pass interference there, and they lose. Like, he did an outstanding job playing through the hands, exactly how you would teach it. It's such a huge play.
Well, how do you practice that? What can you tell us, Coach? Do you have to go full speed with that kind of thing?
Yeah, you don't. Well, you can't go full speed all the time, but it's just a matter. I think Coach Dino does a really good job with the DBs of having them track the football. Like, he has a lot of different drills where he throws up things, distracting them with cones and things like that to make it distracting, so their eyes are truly focused on the football. So just doing drills like that in a condensed space. You can't go full speed all the time, but as many reps as you can get of a guy playing when the ball is up, playing through the hands or going attacking the football, going up and to catch the football. Like, you can't put them in those spots enough.
Coach, there's been a number of times this year, Bills game for sure, come off the Colts game, obviously, this game, and everybody's talking about your defense. They're talking about CJ making some plays, telling you how great you are. And now here come the Arizona Cardinals, a team that is out of playoff contention, not playing exceptionally well, coming off a tough loss to the LA Rams. That always feels like, I know in our position, like, that's a team I don't really want to play because they got nothing to lose. And we got a lot to play for. So with them coming into the building, how important, as you like to say, when you lose it, you got to flush. When you lose one, you got to flush it. But when you win one, you kind of got to flush that too, in a sense, that you don't keep living off it too long into the week, that you're not totally prepared for the Cardinals. What are your thoughts about taking on them on Sunday?
Yeah, for us, like, even going back to the game, right, versus Kansas, even though we won that game, like, there's so many things we got to clean up. Yeah. So there's no room for anyone to, not to look past a team or, like, I'm so focused on our team right now and the things we have to clean up. Offensively, we got a ton of things that we need to clean up. Defensively, there are some things that, got loose on us a little bit that we can clean up with some communication things as well. So I'm so focused on that where we got to focus on us to where, okay, whoever our next opponent is, we'll deal with that when the time comes. But right now we got to clean up our house first, and then the Cardinals, they'll present some different challenges, especially defensively. Gannon has done a really great job, but he presents a lot of different looks, three safety looks that can be tricky at times. So the communication, the awareness, identification of what's going on is going to be very key for us. Offensively, you got two good receivers, tight end, McBride, is playing really well. Guy catches passes every game. I think he has some record of consecutive catches or something in a game. But it's just, for us, you got to be on your coverage. Brissett is a veteran quarterback. He's been a starter at multiple spots. Like, he's been around the league for a while now. And it's a credit to him because he can come in, he can make plays. So we got to get after him up front. Of course, our D-line, that's going to be key for us this game, getting after their front. And then the back end is like, can we go take the football away again?
Coach, Johnny and I volunteered to be in the team meeting because we can tell you all about the history of Jacoby Brissett against the Houston Texans.
Oh, really?
And he's beaten the Texans with 3 different teams. Not in your era, of course, but there is a history here with this quarterback. So we are in full high alert on this game.
Yep.
Okay?
All right.
We'll convince the guys for you, Coach, if you need it.
I'm convinced now, too. I'm alert.
The NRG Bank Ask Coach question of the week. It's Kids Day at NRG Stadium, Coach, when the Texans take on the Cardinals Sunday noon at NRG. So, your favorite game to play as a kid, not formal organized football or any organized sport. It could be a game that involves athletics or maybe a board game indoors with the family or whatever the case may be. Do you have a favorite game that you played as a kid?
Favorite game as a kid? So I guess indoors was Monopoly, board games. Video games. We were playing a PlayStation or something like that, playing some type. And then just outside, when we were just outside, just playing. So we call it hot ball. You just all the guys just huddle around. I know we throw the ball up, you get it, and you try to take off and run. And
There's a different name for that back in the day.
Another one.
We call it hot ball.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a good politically correct name.
That's the right way to say it.
But that was the game for us.
All right, good one, Coach. Thanks a lot. Good luck this week.
Appreciate it, guys.